Welcome to Shell Scripting Tutorial. This is the 14th video session in this series of tutorial. In this session we are going to learn about find command and locate command. In the sense, what is the use of find and locate commands. In Windows, if you want to search some files or the directories, so what we do here it is we can use the search facility, like the search bar. So whenever you go to the search bar and type the file name or the directory name, so it will list out on the selected location or the selected drive. So here also we have the commands to search for the files and directories based on the it's more advanced actually compared to the that Windows search. So here we will get more and more appropriate things here. So how we can do that? Okay, so let's see the difference between these locate and find commands and how effectively we can search the files and directories using the locate and find commands. Okay, so let's see. So basically we can go to the locate command and see the how the locate command works here. Okay, if you have any files, if you want to locate the path itself, so let's see, I have some files here. So I want to search for the name, the thanks file. Okay, locate and say thanks. So where the thanks related files will be, so it will just find out in a quick manner, right? So it does not require any much time difference to find out any the, because what happens here it is the locate maintains the its own database. So whenever you create some files or the whenever you do some new changes to the files, the file name changes and all the stuff, it will maintain its own DB. So whenever the database is updated, then it will search the that database and give the path, give the results, right? If you create a new files, let's say here I'm just saying I'm just creating two files. So just created Ravi and Kumar, and if you locate here, so I want to locate a Ravi file, so which is not giving the Ravi file which is located in the slash root directory, right? Which is giving the different file name which is same Ravi, right? So if you want to get the this Ravi file which is located into the slash root directory, then what you have to do is update db. Update db is the command which will update the this database. It may take little time to update the its database. Okay, update it. Now locate. So what is giving now? Now it's giving slash root slash Ravi. So which is the locate does not have much much filters in the sense based on the file permission or something like that. You cannot have that options to find out in the locate, but it's very quick. You can just give the file name or the, like if you want to find out some hidden files or the files like that, so you can just search like this also, bash rc, so that it will give the hidden files as well. Or if you want to find out particularly the extension files, like the I want to find out only the txt files, okay, you can also maybe mention some path, okay, in slash etc, you can just get the .txt files, but I don't think so the path is working correctly. Okay, so this is about the locate command. Locate commands, it's in a very faster way to find out the existing results, but it's not may not accurate, because while searching the database is not updated, so that it will give an old dated information. In the sense, if some files created and deleted, but still you are searching with the old database, so it may give the wrong results, right? So every time whenever you are using locate command, you have to just update the DB and search for the files. Okay, now let's go to the find command and see. Okay, what does this find command do? Okay, find command basically find out the direct. Okay, you can just search the basic files and the directories or the anything on the any location using based on the file type or the file permissions, file like the last modified date or the time or the sorry, date does not work here, so the time will work here. Okay, so let's see how we can do here. Basic stuff here, it is like find. So I want to just locate on the slash root. Okay, in the slash root directory I want to locate for Ravi file. Okay, so these many are the Ravi files exist. Now something wrong. Okay, let's see here. Find actually I'm in current directory only, and let's type the file type is file. Oh sorry, I did not use the name. Okay, root. Okay, fun name Ravi. So what I'm doing here, it is I'm just saying that file name called Ravi in the slash root directory, just find out. Okay, if you give the same as slash hyphen name and look for the Ravi. Okay, in the slash where it is the Ravi name exists, you can just look it out. Okay, so there is only slash root, the Ravi name is exist. Okay, if you want to do on the current directory itself, okay, no need to give slash or anything, you can just give the dot, so that it will locate into the current directory itself. Okay, now let's find out the path, find out the file names with the type. Okay, let's see here, mkdir, I am just creating the sorry, okay, Ravi, right? Now find in the current directory slash root directory. Okay, let's find out the name and Ravi directory, Ravi file. Okay, so it's only Ravi1 and Ravi exist, right? If I want to do like this, Ravi star, okay, we have to use like this. Okay, star, so that it will find out both, right? If I want to find out only the directory names or the file names, okay, what you can do here, it is you can just add in a type f equal to file name. Okay, f equal to file name. If you give a d, it's only find out directories. If you give the f, it find out the file names. See here, so I'm searching for the same Ravi string only here, but the thing here it is I'm finding out the what are the files I want, what are the directories are there. So in the sense I'm just finding out the Ravi file name and Ravi name with the directory. What is the directory is there, that is the I'm finding out here. Okay, let's clear the screen and let's see here few more examples. So now I just find out the name with the name string. The same thing here, I want to ignore the case sensitive, right? So just now what I did here, it is I just given the name called Ravi, right? So now you can use the I name in the sense ignore the case. Okay, if I give the like this, it will find out the Ravi, but if you give this without this, it will not find out anything because it's in a case sensitive. So ignore the cases, what are the type, like I will type capital R or small r or the capital A or small a, but it still find out the name there. Okay, this is the case, ignoring the case using the option I. Okay, if you want to find out which is not the file name, suppose say I don't want to find out the, I just give the same file name, but I want to find out without that file, in the sense, let's see the example here, and I want to find out like this, in the sense except Ravi, find out all, except Ravi, find out all the files here. See, it shows all the hidden files, including hidden files also it's included in this search. Okay, in the sense not, you can also use not in the different manner, is that you can also use the exclamatory mark here. Okay, the same result like that. So we can use the like this, or you can also use the like this. The not find in the sense which is not there in the search, in the sense I'm not looking for the Ravi file, except Ravi, remaining files you can show me. Okay, you can also find out only hidden files based on the search called okay, I want to just search only for the hidden files here. You can use name condition here and type the dot star dot star dot star, in the sense the file will, hidden files will be started with the dot, right, in the Linux, so that this is the hidden files in this location. Okay, so any files which is started with the dot, that file is called a hidden file done in the Linux. So we are finding out the hidden files using the find command. Okay, now let's see here, I want to find out the file which has the permissions, like what are the permissions you are looking for. Maybe I will just look at out the files, what are the files we have here. Okay, the files we have like read and write execute. Okay, so we just, I will change the file, few of the files permissions. Okay, test1, I will just change it here, and I can change the will to the 777. Now I want to find out those files on the /root path based on its permissions, right? So okay, you can also use type, or if you want to like specify the only files I want, you can also specify the type equal to f, and just to specify per perm is the method you can find out the file permissions which, okay, these are the two files which has the 777 permissions. Okay, you can also see here, right, this file has, this file has, so both the files has 777 permissions, and that way you can find out the these files. Okay, if you want to find out different permissions in the sense, so like if you take the example this one, okay, read write read rate, read write in the sense 4 2 6 6 4 4. Okay, let's look at it for 6 4 4 6 4 4. Okay, this many files is there using that permissions, right? Okay, based on the permissions also we can find out the, or we can search for the files. Okay, So you can also search multiple directories, multiple directory paths. So I want to search for slash root, okay, and slash etc or slash var, okay, my file name, if file name exists away, any file name which is, or I want to search only for message file. Okay, like that you can do the things. You can also search into the multiple directory paths, or else you can also use like this dot slash, does not required actually. Okay, like this you can search into the multiple directory paths. Okay, so you can also specify, if I want to find out only the read only files, on the current directory, you can also use a different method called max depth. Max depth in the sense, this method is used to specify the method of the permissions as well as the file depth in the sense how many file characters it has. Okay, if I am searching for like this, u equal to r, in the sense the same permissions which I am looking for, which is not go in depth to the search, which is search only the upper level of the directory. Okay, which has read only permissions, or which has execute permissions, maybe access and execute permissions here. Okay, so this, like this you can find out the files and directories. Okay, now let's see a few more examples, like how we can find out the files based on its modified time. Find, okay, slash root. Okay, we don't want to go mess up with the screen because it's limited, right? So we just wanted to search on this time. Okay, I want to search for time, time in the sense modified time. So file when it is modified, if you give the like how many days I want to, so I just wanted to try with the 10 days, in the sense I want to find out on a files which is recently modified, in the sense 10 days before, modified before 10 days, like this. These are the files are modified back in 10 days, back 10 days. Okay, so you can also use accessed time, in the sense which are the files accessed back in the 10 days, last 10 days back, these are the files are accessed. Okay, if you want to limit the search, okay, maximum time and limited time, limiting the time range, so I want to look at out the within 10 to 20 days, 10 to 20 days. Okay, you can also use like this. This is the place 1, place 10 days and minus 10 days, in the sense more than 10, not more than 10 and below the 20. Okay, less than 20 and more than 10, in the sense 10 to 20, what is the time range, you can do like this. Okay, minus place minus. Okay, the time limit you can also specify here. You can also specify the modified files within the minutes. Okay, what I can do here, it is c minute, okay, which is, you can see that last modified files in this many minutes. Okay, you can just see here last 60 minutes what are the files I have just modified it. Okay, these are the files. Okay, it's modified in the slash root directory. within the 60 minutes of time. Okay, if you want to look it out the modified files, you can also use mminute modified files like this. Okay, it does not actually the same, because which is C will give a different results modified, in the sense last modified files. Okay, here you can also see accessed files. What are the files accessed? You can use a minute. Okay, let's see, here we can have some other based on the size. If you want to find out the files based on the size, I just want to find out like how much MB the files. If you want, I want to find out the I can just look at the root. Okay, these are the files as more than 1 MB / root. Okay, so using that we can find out the based on the search, like find, provide the path, and provide the string name called size, and how much size you want. You want 100 MB, or you want 200 MB, or you want some big files like that. You can also search based on the things. Or if I want to search the file types which are empty, if I want to search in the files which are empty, you can also use the file type is called empty. So in the sense, you must proceed the name empty. File type is f empty. Oops, something went wrong. It's empty only, but why it's not coming? Okay, that's okay, right? So you can also find out the files based on the group permissions in the sense like what is the group ownership. Here it is. Okay, you can also mention like this group, and what is the files owned by the root. You can also get it here. If you want to get the different files which is owned by the admin, you can also do like this. See, the test one is held by the admin permissions, right? You can also look at that group permissions. Now here it is an interesting things. Let's see here. Okay, this interesting stuff, like I want to find out some files, I just want to remove them. Okay, I don't want to just search and get the file list to the some other what you say, some other output, instance some other file, and take that file as a input to the other command and delete it, right? So no need to do that. You can just find out straightforward. Okay, what I'm doing here, it is I'm just creating some text files. Okay, 1 to 10. Okay, .txt, in a sense file 1 to 10 files I have just created here. So I want to find out these .txt files and remove it. Okay, you can also do like that, find /root, in the sense /root only I want to delete. So be careful whenever you are typing this command, because it will delete all the matched files. It will remove all the matched files from the specified path. If you specify /root, then it's gone. Okay, so I want to just look for the txt files here, and execute the command. So whenever the search is completed, in the sense the whatever the search, then it's just forward its output to the next command. Okay, so I'm just looking the rm-rf and close this execution. Now let's see here. So all the files has been deleted, right? So single command, it's like went all the stuff off. You can also find out the size of the files if you want to print in a different manner. So I have this command. Actually this command, what it will do here, it will search for a name big file sizes like 100 MB size in KB. Actually I have mentioned like this 1000 KB if I want to search, and it will print the size. See here, this file has 1.5 MB, this file size has 1.2 MB, like that. Okay, this find command will be very useful in if you are looking for something extremely different, or if you only remember some permissions, or if you only remember the ownership, or if you only remember the file size or the file name or something like that. You can just using the search using this find command. You can also do some tar, what are the files I found using the find command. You can also use tar to zip those files, or if you want to copy the find files to the some other directory, you can also use the same method as I show you in the using the remove rm command, right? So this way you can also look at it into the multiple stuff here. Okay, that's about the find command. Okay, if you find these helpful, then please comment your feedback on the comment section. Okay, if you do not find useful, just press on a dislike. If you find useful, just press on a like button. Thanks. Please subscribe to the channel for more updates.